This is New York Beauty XOXO here with another video. This is kind of like a chit chat video, and this, well, you can tell by the title what it is. I was gonna do the perfect imperfections video. I might still do it. I don't know, but you know what? I just felt like God was leading me to do this video. Just because there's a lot of young girls on YouTube watching, maybe not necessarily my channel, but just in general, and interested in achieving that perfect body, that perfect look. Just want to improve themselves, and obviously when you look good, your confidence level rises and whatnot. And I'm all for being healthy and looking nice. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just when you go to means where it's gonna harm your body, then obviously you're going a little bit too far. If your motivations are for someone else and not yourself, once again, that's not the right motivation. Basically, I know I've shown you guys what I eat a lot, but I'm just gonna basically show you. This is lunchtime, and I'll just show you a couple things. I'm having a cup of Earl Grey tea, and this is kind of my vegan lifestyle. I'm having a bag. Now, this is my all-time favorite snack. They're not entirely healthy because they're fried in oil, but they're basically plantains. If you're a chip lover and you want something salty, this is nice. And this isn't for the raw lifestyle, obviously, because this is cooked. I only do that in the summer for weeks increments at a time because it's super hard to do in the wintertime. One, because it's hard to get your body warm when you're not consuming warm food. I was getting sick a lot and I just couldn't get warm. I walked around feeling like I had a fever when I tried to do that in the past. So anyway, this is a treat that I'm having, and if you see the mountain of food I'm eating right now, I'm going to show you. I can barely lift it up with one hand. This mountain, I just cooked it, so look at this mountain of vegetables. I'm probably not going to eat all of that. I'll eat some of it, and then I think I'm going to Target with my dad. He's coming to pick me up, and then I'm going to probably do Zumba because that's my favorite workout. And then I might finish it, or maybe I'll finish it all. Who knows? But the basics of this video is real life series, which I'm doing. I have about 2 or 3 more videos I want to do in my real life series. Basically, the real life series has to do with diet pills and my experience with diet pills. I did take diet pills. I wasn't hiding it. My husband, I was married at the time. I'm still married. My husband knew about it, even told my parents about it, I believe. But needless to say, when I hit my 30s, first of all, I was one of those people that even though I'm curvy, I've always been thin with like a concave stomach. I've been blessed that way. My hips might have been a little bit larger, but that's just my shape. That wasn't fat. So anyway, which a lot of people get confused. Shape is not fat, girls. If you have hips, that does not mean you're fat. It just means that you're curvy and that's your body type. Anyway, I know some people want to look like that. You can look like that and still be thin. Men like shape. Get that through your head. But anyway, that being said, I was always thin. I would diet here and there if I felt like I was getting chubby. Everybody knows they're chubby when they gain a few here and there. But for the most part, I was always thin. And then when I hit my 30s, it was like right after my 30th birthday, I noticed that I was retaining more food, more, getting chubbier and more bloated. And, I want to say half had to do with hormones because I did have to, I was having some gynecological issues where I did have to go on medication. So that being said, that was partly hormonal, but partly just with age, wasn't able to eat whatever I wanted anymore. And those carbs coming in, my metabolism was, I guess, slowing down, and I wasn't able to handle it anymore. In fact, it was a contributor towards my high blood sugar. I don't know what came first, whether the carbs created it or I had it and then noticed I couldn't handle carbs anymore. Needless to say, whatever the case may be, I wasn't able to eat like that anymore. So I was going from fad diet, losing weight, and then going back to eating the way I normally would, and then slowly putting the weight back on. and then fad diet, and it was a cycle because I wasn't realizing that I had to change what I was eating um, for forever, for like a lifestyle. So I was kind of in denial, and I was also kind of like, but everyone else eats this way. This is what normal people eat, you know. And I'll briefly go over what I was eating and gaining weight from, because the majority of Americans might be able to eat this and not gain weight, and that's okay. That's their blessing. Believe me, it's a blessing. Um, I would say that I would wake up and I would have 1 or 2 packets of oatmeal, whether it was plain or it was maple brown sugar. I was a big oatmeal eater. Once in a while, if I had like PMS, I would have French toast sticks with like a touch of syrup. But basically, I was having oatmeal for breakfast. And then for lunch later on, I would probably have like either salad with a veggie burger on top, maybe 2 veggie burgers, or a veggie burger on whole wheat bread, something along that line. I used to really like veggie burgers, and like people probably thinking to themselves, that seems healthy. Or even a wrap with lots of like lettuce and tomato, maybe just a touch of ranch or a touch of honey mustard or Italian dressing, whatever, or a balsamic drizzle. And then for dinner, I don't know, whatever I was going to have that night with my husband, whether it was pasta or pizza, chicken cutlets, or, whatever the dinner was. A lot of times, P.S., I was exercising, I want to say 3 days a week with that, not like major workouts, but just like, exercise here and there. And I was waitressing full time. I'm talking 5 to 6 days a week, hustle and bustle for long shifts. So you would think that that lifestyle of, me taking care of my home and then waitressing for 6 to 8 hours, running after the dogs, walking the dogs 2, 3 times a day, would be able to handle working off a veggie burger and oatmeal. But no, I was getting really chubby, and I probably put on close to 40 pounds, which is a lot for 5'2". So needless to say, I was kind of at my wit's end, and I my girlfriend from work was like, I'm going to take these diet pills. Like, I just want to lose 20 pounds. And I was like, well, I want to lose that too. So I went to a doctor. He checked my levels. It was not like, let me get street drugs. It was like going to a professional office, getting blood work done, being prescribed it in, he said I was a candidate, and taking diet pills. And I did see, he also said he did say to exercise, and he did say to watch what I ate with them, but he said, you're going to notice a huge change in your metabolism. It's going to be back when you were a kid. So not like I'm saying to go eat everything you want, but you can eat within moderation. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I do eat pretty well, So I took the diet pills, and I probably lost half of the weight that I wanted to lose. I was getting very close to my goal weight, probably lost 30 out of the 40 I put on, and I was feeling great. My clothes fit again. I was looking great to my husband, my friends. They all, made comments. You look great. I had energy levels beyond belief. But I would get kind of like heart palpitations a little bit. Nothing major. And, I was successful. I was paying for them. I had to pay for the doctor visit. It wasn't covered by insurance. He was like, kind of shady in that aspect. He didn't take insurance. He wanted cash, which was weird. But needless to say, I was on that for, I want to say, close to a year. It got to the point where now the pills were not working as much. I was slowly putting on weight. I had to watch a little bit tighter what I was eating, and the pills weren't working as much, and he was about to increase my medication. And right around that time, I'm going, I don't think this is right for me, because I could see myself maybe getting a tolerance level going, and I was never one to take drugs or anything like that. And I'm like, I don't like this. This is a controlled substance, so technically, if my body's getting used to it, I'm afraid my body is going to want this forever. So I made a decision, prayed about it, and said, I'm going off these pills. And I was pretty much at my goal weight, I want to say. Well, let me tell you, as soon as I stopped taking these pills, I put on the 40 plus 20. So now I'm up 60 pounds. I highly advise you to never take diet pills. My body was so crazy, didn't know what was going on. I was stressed out. My mind wasn't where it should be, and I put on a ton of weight. And it wasn't like I was binging. I was still eating those normal, meals that I was eating, and my weight went up super high. So now I'm like, what the hell? So I had to go to God and say, listen, I don't know what to do. Like, you need to come in and handle this. And if I would have consulted him first, he wouldn't have told me ever to take diet pills. I did this on my own account. He showed me the proper way to eat, the proper way to work out, the best for me, and I lost all the weight and then some. I think I lost the 60 plus 10 more. So I was back down to my weight, my college weight, my fighting weight. And that being was Zumba 5 to 6 days a week, no exceptions, get that workout in, and eating the way I eat now, which you can see some of my videos and you'll see what I eat, which is pretty disciplined. I probably eat more now and more meals than I ever did with that oatmeal veggie burger and whatever normal dinner, which is what normal people would eat. For me, for my body, this is what works. Some people say, it's not fair. My sister, my mother, my father, they might all eat normal, and I'm the one that gains weight, and it's almost like an anger, resentment. Believe me, I know what you're talking about. To this day, my parents eat whatever they want, but this is me. And you know what? I want to, shout out to get your hormones checked by somebody, to go to an endocrinologist to get all your levels checked. And also, there's something that's undiagnosed. It's called polycystic ovarian syndrome. I'm just reading it off this paper. And I have a lot of these symptoms. But I'm not going to say that I have this because I don't want to receive this in my life. Like, what I'm doing is healthy. You might want to look into that. It's one of the most undiagnosed diseases, so to speak, that women have, because it's very easily mistaken with PMS, or a doctor saying, oh, you're just not doing the right thing, like you're not exercising enough. But it really is a true disease that needs to be addressed. You might be a candidate for that if you are the type of person like me that just can't eat, things, and you have to super, super watch. But you know what, though? As you can see what I'm eating a a lot of food. I'm satisfied. I'm healthy. I'm content after I eat. And I don't have to be like everyone else and eat all that junk. It's not good for your body. Thin people get cancer too. They might not, or thin people have heart disease. They might not be putting on weight, but they are unhealthy because they're eating bad. So you don't want to be like everyone else. You want to stand out and say, listen, I'm curvy, or I'm a little chubby, but I'm healthy and I'm eating the proper way. And, that's it. So this is kind of, just a video to encourage people. You don't have to be skinny. Please don't take diet pills. They're just not healthy for you. And, be proactive. Eat the right way, exercise, and get all your levels checked. An endocrinologist will check out your thyroid and those type of things, and a gynecologist will check out your hormones and whatnot. So you might just need, like, maybe medicine for a brief time to get yourself, situated in the meantime. But for the most part, a vegan lifestyle is 100% the way to go, and mixed in with some weight training or definitely some cardio. So anyway, good luck, everyone. God bless, and I hope that this was encouraging to someone. New York Beauty XOXO. Have a